Hello princesses! Today I'm going to be doing a little clothing haul from Yesstyle. So I made a purchase with Yesstyle back in April and all of the products are due to ship within 7 to 14 days, but then of course COVID-19, everything was super delayed, and then the package got sent and it got stuck in Singapore Airlines for a whole month. So the purchases that I made were supposed to be for autumn, so they're like autumnal sort of things. It is the middle of the winter in New Zealand right now. Like literally 2 days ago was our winter solstice, so the shortest day of the year. So it's a little late to be showing you these kinds of clothes, and I did have a bunch of trouble kind of incorporating them into outfits because when I bought them the weather was not quite so cold, so it's a bit weird, but that's okay. Yeah. I know a few of you guys have been asking for some more fashion related content. I'm not super ready to be redoing my whole wardrobe yet, so I haven't really been purchasing any new clothes for like a year and a half. It's been a while. I'm still liking the clothing that I do have, but I know that it's not really that interesting, so I thought that I'd do just like a little mini haul. For this haul, Yesstyle did give me a coupon to use, so I used the money from the coupon to purchase the products. So the first thing that I'm going to show you guys is a little athletic set. It is this really pretty like purpley pink color, which normally like if this was a lipstick I'd be like, no, I don't like it, but for clothing I love it. And it's just like a two-piece like sportswear sort of thing. So there are like, that's the back, leggings that have pockets, which I love, as well as the top part. So the top part is like cute little straps and stuff. This, you can't really see it very well when I wear it, so I'm going to show you guys what they look like in a separate little clip as well. When I run or do any kind of sports that requires any kind of impact, I need to wear 2 bras because one is not enough. I need like the support from a proper bra, but then also like a compression one so that things stay still. I choose specifically to really like compress everything down. It makes me look a bit like a square. It's not flattering, and you can see like just tons of stuff. So the really pretty back of this is totally ruined by that, but it does have like, it's super hard to see, like little straps like that, and it's got like little parts at the back, and it's really pretty. If I was doing like yoga or something where I'm not doing any impact, then I would be able to show this off to full advantage. Something interesting that I think I mentioned in the video already for the little try on part is that I got an XL on the top. I don't know why, because it should be a medium, but it actually fits the measurements of the medium while being marked as an XL. So I don't know what that's about. The pants are a medium. And what I'm going to do is I'll measure everything and put like what it's supposed to be versus what it actually is, because for these I know that the thighs are super small, but I can't remember what the actual measurements are off the top of my head. I need to go write them down. I think for this one as well, the only downside is that they do fall down when I run, which is very annoying. I don't know if it's because I have been putting my phone in the pocket though, it's pretty heavy. The other thing is as well is that the top band, it's kind of like quite square at the top. I have quite a small waist, so this needs to be a bit smaller at the top to hold in a little bit more. And on the ankles are tiny and the stitching is really tight, so I actually find that the ankles, like, it really cuts into my leg a bit. So it's not the perfect fitting like little set, but it's very cute. So this set is really cute. I'm not sure what's happening with the sizes though, and I'm just about to go out to run, which is super gross, I know. The fit is okay, like if you have bigger boobs, so I have 2 bras on at the moment, so that when I run, I don't knock myself out for starters, and nobody stares at me. 2 great things. So they're squished into like a square right now, but it does fit, it just doesn't look quite right. Like there's a little seaming here, and that's not where it should be sitting. Like it should be like down here. Which wouldn't be, wouldn't look as nice, I think, and would be, yeah, I don't know, maybe if I wasn't wearing like a million bras it would be different. The back is really cute, but again, don't really matter because 2 bras, so yeah, whatever. The shirt does come with little cups, so you can pull them out, which I obviously did because I do not need the extra padding, but I mean, they work as pockets if you want to stick your phone in there, which is nice. The color is really pretty. The material is really soft and stretchy. It doesn't, like I said before, it doesn't really fit that well because it's not in the right place. So you can see that I keep fiddling with this little, like, this bit here. If I pull it down to where it's supposed to be, it does sit flat, but because I'm pulling it up, like the straps are a little bit too long and it's just not sitting in the right place. It's not annoying though, so during actual exercise, that doesn't bother me. It just looks ill-fitting. And then the pants, the bottoms, these are also okay. It's a cute color and it's a cute set. The thing that I like about it is that it has pockets. You can put your phone in there and when you run, it doesn't fall out, which is so good because when it's hot, I don't want to wear like a jersey. At the moment it's winter, so I like go out with a jersey anyway. So there's a pocket on each side, which is really nice. The material is really thick, which is good. It doesn't, you can't see underwear, which is good. I think that the sizing is not accurate. The thighs in particular are much smaller than what is listed, and I find that really hard because I don't have like huge thighs, but they're not tiny either. And I think that because the thighs are so tight, when I run, it does kind of slide down a little bit on the top. It's not terrible. I think a contributing factor is probably also because I'm showing a phone in there, and so like the extra weight is pulling them down. But they're quite cute. I can kind of get away with helping that out by pulling them up slightly higher than they're meant to be. So they're meant to be like down to the ankle, but if I actually pull them up, then I have more like material for the thigh area, and so they don't slide down as much. There are a couple of weird flaws in this, like there is a hole in the material down here. There is already stitching coming loose there, and stitching down here is starting to sort of like fray, which is a shame, but they weren't that expensive. They just look like they weren't that expensive as well. You just notice that this one is fluffy as well. Like, I don't know. It's not great, but it's not bad, but it looks cute. And also, no, my clothes don't match for the rest of the outfit, but yeah. Then I've got a cute little suede skirt. This is adorable, but it is very short. I love the color. I love like the sort of design of it. It's adorable. It does have pants in it, which I wasn't aware it was going to have. They do show you, like the very last photo is of like a girl pulling her skirt up and you can see that there are pants, but it is not mentioned in the description. It is not mentioned literally anywhere else that it is pants. I love it. I do like that and I don't like that. I like it because it's very short and it does give a bit of safety, you know, like if the wind is windy, because it is like a little bit pleated, you do have a bit of safety there, but at the same time, like when I wear skirts, I don't like having to take them off like pants. That's why I like skirts. Yeah, I don't know. Matching with that, I have a cute little sleeveless high neck shirt. This one, obviously, it was very hard to wear because it is winter. It's winter, it's cold. But my God, the fabric is so soft. In terms of being see-through, it is a bit see-through. It's not terrible. I think I wore a white camisole underneath it and I probably have to use a nude one instead. But it's not terrible. You know, for something white and also very stretchy, stretches a lot, like an insane amount. The stretchier it is, the more see-through it will be. It's not too bad. It's fairly true to measurements, I think, this one, but the material feels so nice. So the shirt is really cute, but it's not lined at all. The fabric is so unbelievably soft. It is beautiful, really. What a weird fringe. But it is pretty see-through around the chest area. You can see that there's like a tank top underneath that I'm wearing, and also if you can see these two little lines, those are from the bra underneath. So you can see a lot of the detail through the shirt. I think next time I would probably wear it with a nude coloured singlet underneath and a bra that doesn't have any detail, but I did want to see if I could see it through. So yeah, the underneath everything is all white, so it is pretty see-through, unfortunately, but honestly it's a really pretty weave. You know, like the pattern of the shirt is really nice, and it is again super soft. And the skirt is really interesting. I know that this is a really strange angle. The measurement of the waist is really tiny, but it is still like fairly large on me. I don't know, because it feels quite stretchy, you know, like I can pull it like pretty far out, but I do have a smaller waist. I was surprised that there are shorts underneath. So there's like one of those little tiny pairs of terribly made, you know, like a really poor quality, but shorts underneath. So if you're expecting this to be a skirt that you could sort of like just, you know, pull up and go to the bathroom, nope, it is pants, you must take it off. But the material is really nice. It is pretty short. Like for me, I would normally say that the skirt should reach the tips of my fingers to be acceptable in length for, you know, as a primary school teacher. So this one is fairly short. I do find as well, like, this is where my butt ends. So there's like an inch or two of fabric. So I feel like generally a little bit unsafe when I'm wearing it, like it's going to show butt. But there is obviously pants again, still around the back. I have been wearing it just with, like, it's winter at the moment, so I've been wearing it with tights. And I think it does look a lot more PG this way. I don't know how I'd feel about wearing this without tights on underneath. Yet to be determined. Maybe like if it was really hot in summer and I'm not working, it would be a different story, because like I'm not worried about it blowing up or anything, because again, shorts underneath, which you do not see until like the very last picture on their listing. So when I got them, I tried to put them on and I was like, what is in the middle of this? It's pants. Then we have this cute little gingham dress. I was really skeptical about this because there were no reviews on it, but I used to have a really cute pink gingham dress that I would wear with like little t-shirts underneath in the summer, because I'm not a huge fan of like little spaghetti straps like this, because when you have big boobs you gotta wear a bra and they usually are gonna get in the way. But yeah, I thought that the pink gingham was really cute. This is really sweet. It's a really cute dress. When I was wearing it though, like I heard some like stitches popping. It sounded like it was from like one of the straps, but I can't see any stitches coming out or anything like that. So I have good plans for this. I think it'll be really cute. It's something that I could wear in winter because it's like a midi length, so that one was okay. I just put like a long sleeve underneath. Super cute. Needs a little bit of adjusting, but not bad, and it wasn't that expensive either. There were a whole bunch of dresses that were like really similar from this sort of brand. They had no reviews and like very few pictures. So I'm happy to report that this is probably one of the ones that I've purchased more products from. They are all one size because they have the shirring on the back. So because the whole back piece is stretchy, you can get a very, if I can hold it up, it's very stretchy. So you can get quite a variety of sizes in there. Obviously one size does not fit everybody, but with full shirring on the back it does do a fairly good job. So this dress is super pretty, but it doesn't particularly fit that well. It is winter here in New Zealand at the moment, so I'm wearing a little undershirt underneath it so that I don't get too cold, and I have like a really fluffy sweater to go over the top. I really love the way that like little summery dresses look with something like this underneath. I just think it looks like adorable, and it's very like work appropriate. Even this is like, it's on the edge of being like too low cut, I would say, like just a touch. Like I haven't even tried it without a shirt on underneath, to be honest. It's just been too cold. I think it would be okay in the summer, but I would prefer it if it was like just slightly higher. The cut of the dress is really interesting. The bodice on top is actually quite long. So where this little ruching sits for the waistband, it's kind of like, if I pull it up enough in the top, it does sit on my waist like right here. But the straps are very long, so it's more designed to be slightly further down. You can also tell that because of course the armpit room, if I pull it up, it does like fold over a bit like this. It's a bit awkward. So if I pull this down to where it should be with the straps and the underarms, the actual waistband is a lot below my waist, so it's quite unflattering. It just looks like in the wrong place. I love dresses that have shirring on the back, because even though it doesn't look like the most I don't know, like it doesn't look like the most tailored fit, obviously, it is really good, especially if you're losing weight, because you'll be able to fit it through a few sizes without having to get rid of it. Plus it's just super comfy and it doesn't feel tight, but it still has the look of being tight. I also love the blue gingham. The print is really adorable. It does have some darting down the bust as well, which is really nice. It doesn't have that square look. The gathering at the waist is it's like gathered with regular stitching at the front, and then obviously it connects to that shirring, so the waist still comes in tight enough. It's not super small, like even without the shirring being tighter, there's still a bit of a gap here, and my sizable boobs do fit into it okay. But overall, yeah, it's a really lovely cheap dress. No pockets or anything like that, no lining either. However, it's not see-through, which is a welcome surprise, and it's just below the knee, so it's really appropriate, very sweet, very cute. So definitely something that I will get a fair amount of use out of, both in the winter with like maybe a pair of like grey tights and some boots or something like that, as well as most likely in the summer as well. I think what I might do is, because the straps are a little bit awkward, I might just kind of put a wee stitch in. So I might just shorten them. It's only by like a centimetre or something, but it'll stop them from sort of like puckering or falling down too easily. It's easier with obviously a shirt underneath because it has something to grip to, but I feel like if I was wearing nothing underneath the dress, that they would just fall off. So I might put a little stitch in there, but otherwise, yeah, cute. Then we have these little shorts, which again, like in little brown sort of like plaid, not really gingham, but plaid. These are really cute. They're not the most flattering on my body type because of the paper bag waist, but I'm pretty sure when summer comes along I will not care. I would just think that the print is cute, and that I'm so freaking hot that I would literally wear anything. So these ones were not something that I would choose to wear in winter because I just don't think that they are flattering, and like I'd rather wear pants. I have so many other options that are not this, but I know that in summer and spring I'm going to get a huge amount of wear out of them. Plus the color is really nice. Like that's such a pretty, like, I don't know, like light camely brown, really cute. Okay, so these shorts are pretty cute, but they're not quite like the best fit or the best quality. So I find particularly they do have like a nice elastic back, but it's not hugely that stretchy. And so if I tie the little front part, so there's like a little lace up section here, if I tie this up so that it looks good at the front, because there is like a bit of room, right? I wouldn't be able to like, oh, maybe I would be able to take them off. Usually I wouldn't be able to take them off, like it would be, I don't know, like I feel like I'd be stretching them too much or going to break like the fabric. I think that, again, the color is really adorable and the look of the pants themselves is cute, like it's a nice shape. I don't think it's very flattering because on my kind of shape it puts the emphasis in the wrong place for me particularly, and I feel like especially at the back here, like these are quite flappy, like it's not structured very well, and so it just looks like excess fabric. It's a cute length. I don't know, maybe I get more use out of these in like summer because it's just like a loose throw on pair of shorts, but at the moment I'm wearing them with tights, not leggings, tights, because it is winter and it is very cold at the moment. I think they look cuter without the tights, but we do what we have to do. They are really comfy. They're like a nice loose elastic waist, and for me, I don't have a huge butt or anything like that, so the rest of it is like well sized. I don't know, I just feel like this isn't flattering to me particularly. Like I'd probably like it more if it was just like a pair of general normal like non-paper bag waist shorts. Yeah, these in particular, I think the quality is also not so great. There are a lot of loose threads everywhere. Like I could count 1, 2, there's a whole bunch of them down here, 3, 4, 5 in the pockets, 6 in the other pocket. It's just like loose threads. It also didn't come laced up, which I found kind of annoying. I know it's a thing for like, I've seen it a lot of times on like Asian websites where you would have like a sweater that has like a corset back and you'd have to do it yourself. But it's a bit stupid because it does come with this little dongle thing and like a little knot so that this doesn't come off, but you have to unknot it and take them off to actually lace it up because it's not going to fit through these like little divots. So I did that. It only took a few seconds. It's not that bad, but it's like, why wasn't that done for me? I don't know. So yeah, I would probably, like, out of 10, I would give these like a 6. I can see that they would be comfy and cute in the summer, but I think they make me look a bit like a potato, even though I like the color and everything. So I'd wear them like when it's super hot and I don't care what I look like and I just want something, anything. But it's not a choice for me to wear during winter, I think. Like, I just wouldn't, I don't think it looks cute enough to bother putting it with tights. Then I got this shirt, which is a bit of a disappointment. It's a really orangey brown. And honestly, when I like wore it with like a proper outfit, like with like navy blues and stuff, it wasn't too bad. But the sizing is really bad for me, particularly. I think that it's more like, rather than to do like, I normally measure like the bust and then the length. The bust is fine because, again, super stretchy. You can see a theme with the things that I buy from like generally Asian like clothing sizes. I am not the typical size of Asian girls, boys, whatever. And so it's unfair of me to expect a site that is like Asian fashion to cater exclusively to my body type. It's just not going to work, and I do not expect it to. And that is why I buy stretchy things, because I have so much better chance of fitting into things when they're stretchy. Other than like skirts, the skirts are usually okay, but anything to do with like the chest size, not really going to happen. The other thing that I had a problem with was the actual distance between the underarm. So between the top of the shoulder to the bottom of the underarm, there is like obviously stitching where your sleeve is going to meet the bodice. This is not big enough for my arm. It just is really uncomfortable, like it really pulls in underneath the armpit, and this is not long enough. If I pull the sleeve down to reach my wrists, I've forgotten my own body parts, the top has to pull this way, and it doesn't do that very well because there is stitching. You know, the stitching does not stretch. So yes, you can get clothes that fit well like over the bust if they do stretch, because there is nothing here that is going to stop the stretching. There is a stitch down the side, but that's fine because it's not going to interrupt anything, but it just doesn't stretch this way. So this one sadly does not fit. It is quite cute though. You know, like it's if you have a smaller shoulders, I would say, and just a smaller frame overall, this one is a really nice one. It does come in a few different colors, really thick material, a bit rough, a little bit cheap, but I think it was also very like inexpensive too. So this top is probably my least favorite out of the bunch, mostly because it is probably the worst fitting. The amount of arm left over is quite a lot. Like, this is supposed to be a long sleeve that goes down to your wrist. If I pull it all the way down to the wrist, it doesn't, like, you know, the side seam for the armpit is up here. It doesn't fit. So the shortness of the sleeves is one thing, but also the way that the sleeves are fitted to the bodice of the shirt is also not quite right. They're quite tight. So like the actual sleeve width, like the circumference of the sleeve, is really small. It just sits like super uncomfortably tight to the underarms. Even if I like pull it down so that the underarms are in a weird place, what then happens is then this part is like chokingly tight, and the stitching is not very stretchy. So all in all, it fits terribly, but it's a cute color. I wasn't expecting it to be quite so like an orangey brown. Like it looks more like woody brown, I guess, on the listing. So I think the color is a bit off as well. I don't know if they had like measurements to check, but I'll have a look at that, I guess. But yeah, the pattern is cute. The material is okay, like it's fairly thick. It's not see-through whatsoever, so you can't see anything. And yeah, it does not fit my body shape, unfortunately. But it does look cute with like the blue denim, and I had on also like a navy blue cardigan as well, which looks quite cute with this color. So not all terrible, just not particularly for me. And then the lucky last one, I actually haven't been able to wear it. This is just a little white cardigan. It's a cropped cardigan. I was expecting this to be so much thicker than it is. Like, it's pretty see-through, and it's just not warm. It's very soft. The fabric feels really nice. I think that it's probably going to be something that I might be able to wear summer, autumn, spring, but not winter. And it's about like at least a good 3 months until the weather is going to get warmer for us. It's not super cold in New Zealand, like I'm not in snow, but if I was wearing this as a cardigan, it doesn't really look good over like a long sleeved shirt because it is so see-through and so thin, and it doesn't give me any warmth. So it'd be something to like keep the sun off my skin, keep like a chilly breeze from making me too cold over the top of like a light summer dress or something. So I haven't been able to actually wear this one. I'm just going to keep it in the wardrobe with a tag on. So if I don't get any use out of it in spring or summer this year, then I can donate it to a charity shop and it'll still have the tag on it and things like that, which makes them a lot more valuable, rather than trying to wear it and failing at it in winter, because I just know that it's not really going to work. So that was all of the things that I picked up from Yesstyle this round. Let me know if you guys would like any future hauls, or what sort of things would you like to see. I am, if you didn't know, in New Zealand. I'm sure I've mentioned this about a million times. We're in winter right now. Most of the other world is in summer right now. It is the opposite season here, which like some people like cannot believe. It's really funny. Yeah, it's winter. So we're going to be coming into spring summer soon in the next few months. So if you would like to see some hauls, it will probably be like spring summer clothing that I'd be looking at buying rather than winter, which I know is not helpful for you because you are just coming out of spring summer. But buying a bunch of winter clothes in the summer is not really helpful for me either. So just bear that in mind with anything that you guys are looking at. But yeah, let me know if you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!